Welcome back to the Crypto Junkie channel. It has been so long since we uploaded, and I'm here today to tell you about the future, the roadmap here. I'm gonna take this path with Crypto Junkies from here moving forward. As you can see, we haven't uploaded in 9 months. Actually sold the company, and now coming back on to be a narrator, be a curator, to be a live streamer on this brand and really help build this out. Now that, a lot of things have changed, right? A lot of things have changed in my personal life. A lot of things have changed in the community. A lot of things have changed with what our original intentions were for this channel. So first and foremost, where this is coming from and why now is such a good time to revamp this community is because there's been such a huge amount of changes happen in the crypto space. And there's a lot of things we got to talk about. There's a lot of things that are fundamental disconnect from what I feel we all got into crypto to do, to be, etc. And obviously there needs to be more voices in the crypto space that are not being sold out to shill coins. They don't have description boxes filled and stuffed with derivatives platforms that they're going to get money off of while you lose. All of these things within the crypto space need to be dialed in, need to change. So what better way to do that than to attempt to come out and be a channel and a beacon of change. So Crypto Junkies is the name. That is the brand, right? We are junkies of crypto at heart. But what does crypto represent? Crypto represents sovereignty. It represents freedom, international, borderless, cross-border freedom, right? And what's so weird to me in the crypto space is I've now seen and watched as the years have rolled on, as more and more of these crypto virgins got rich and then the narrative changed. I got into crypto to make change. I got into crypto to not only solidify my own personal sovereignty, but to help other people understand that there's this whole new money vehicle, this whole new money system called crypto, called Bitcoin, that sidesteps the traditional banking system and the banking cartel and that belief system. And it's this whole new belief system. And it's this amazing thing that we can co-create together. And we can create this whole new world together. We can create this whole new sovereign world together. And it's like, I look around and there's a lot of people who forgot what the mission was, or they never understood to begin with and they didn't care and they just wanted to come and get rich, and they did, and now just moving on with life. They're paying their taxes. They don't care about legislation happening, right? Something's happened here. Something's gone terribly wrong. And so it's time for us to step back up and regain this community and regrow this community in the direction that we see fit as in terms of what crypto was invented for and what it means and what it represents. And so all these, and it's everywhere, right? It's the crypto Twitter people that have gone out now and put in the time, and maybe they created bots and algorithms for themselves, and now they're rich and they've got houses in Miami and they've got houses up in the Midwest and they got houses everywhere. Or maybe it's the DeFi community that came out and basically on the backs of all the crap that you and I lost a ton of money on, like the BitConnects and the lending platforms, and they came out and came up with essentially the same model on a staking game, and now they all got rich and they're all just like funneling each other's pockets with they give this guy 10K, 100K of incubator money, and they're all on these boards, right? And they're dictating over the entire DeFi space, which that's the same centralization as the banks. It's the same thing as the banks, just in a different format. Now, instead of bankers that wear suits, you've got a lot of anonymous people who you have no clue about sitting on these DOAs, making decisions. A bunch of virgins, a bunch of nerds sitting on these boards making decisions. 12 years old, 20 years old, 30 years old, who knows? So it's the same centralization aspect. What are we doing here? And there are securities. We're putting all of our money into a common enterprise, common interest with the expectation of making profits. There's a contract, there is a certificate there, right? There is an agreement there. So these are failing the Howey test, on top of being the same risk that you've got with a bank. But a bank's been around for 200 years. I have no clue who's on this DAO. That aspect, and all those guys have gotten rich and they don't really care anymore. And so they're just, like I said, like, I like this guy, make sure he wins this incubator, make sure he wins this round. And so they vote, and there's all this political crap happening in the forums and the threads to push things the way that they want them to be pushed. Not decentralization, not what we signed up for with crypto. And then you see the similar thing happening even all the way down to Ethereum. You see similar things happening. The billionaires and the guys that got in early and the developers and all those people, they don't care about gas fees. Gas fees are never going to come down. You're selling yourself the biggest fucking illusion ever, thinking that gas fees are going to change. The London fork, the Texas fork, the Singapore fork, whatever the fuck they want to call it, the gas fees are never coming down because they don't care. They've made their money and they don't care. So you're catching the common thread here, my friends. The common thread is that for regular people or people that are just now getting into crypto, there's a ton of people who've gotten rich and you guessed it, no longer give a fuck. But wait a second, what happened to creating change? What happened to the ethos of being a cyberpunk, doing it differently, wanting to break free from the system? Now I'm looking, and all those same people that were talking that shit, after they made their money, yeah, man, I'm gonna pay my taxes. Yeah, man, and it's not just a tax thing, even though I keep saying that. Yeah, man, you know, whatever about the government, right? It's like they just all of a sudden shut up about it because they got their houses, they got their money, they got out. So they think, and they're creating a bigger snowball that's going to take that money away from them later on. They're just too ignorant to see it. We need voices now more than ever in the crypto space, reminding us what was the point of us getting involved in this. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about that a lot. We're going to be talking about these issues that we're seeing in the crypto space. We're going to be talking about legislation. We're going to be talking about projects and worthwhile directions for the crypto space. I think we'll get into some news stuff. We'll get into, covering that end of the spectrum. Even though I think a lot of people cover news really, really well, I think we want to come to this and bring this angle of this bigger picture. And I think that's a really great place for us to fit in. So anyways, if you like that, if you want to re-ride with us on this journey, subscribe, start to share this channel again with your friends. We're going to start uploading. We're going to start doing live streams. Very much love it if you would join us and be a part of this and what we start to discuss and talk about. Because like I said, I think as a whole, the crypto community has gotten pretty lost and pretty divided. And that's fine. I don't care if you made money and now you don't care anymore and you want out and you think you're fine and you think you're good. That's great. Good for you. But there's a ton of people that are brand new into crypto today, now, and they need direction, and the entire space needs direction because it's starting to get so big now. Like I said, we've lost the narrative here. We've lost the finish line and the goal. If you like that sort of thing, then obviously turn that bell notification back on. Be on the lookout because we're going to start to wake back up this channel, and hopefully you'll come along for that ride with us and have those conversations with us. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you again real soon. See ya.